It's gonna be awesome. But like, because you're going, cross continental and everything, like, yeah, obviously North America, Europe, Australia. It's just, yeah, it's massive. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a lot of great memories. I'm sure the guys, when they hop on, they'll talk about all the great memories we've had in Australia. Um,
Hell yeah, we will.
Damn!
Hey!
yes, sir.
Hell yeah, we will.
Oh yeah.
Remember, I almost got socked out by that kangaroo.
The kangaroos are real out there, though.
Hey, that motherfucker, he really wanted it. He wanted the business.
It's trying to scrap.
Remember, it was Australia. Remember, was it August Burns Red, whoever, when we stayed in the back areas where they're all like old jail cells, or
Oh, yeah, Adelaide. It was Adelaide Soundwave.
dude, they locked themselves in there and almost missed their set, right?
I
Yeah, that was
love it.
And we hang out with Anthony Green too.
My
so.
man was trying to chug a whole gallon of milk. I was like, bro, that's like physically impossible.
Well, good stuff, boys. What a great way to kick us off. I've started the recording just about the time that you chimed in, so that's fucking perfect. Might start by just getting you guys to introduce yourselves to the audience. It sounds better coming from you than from me.
For sure. This is Jason Alon Butler of Let Live.
This is Jean Francisco Nascimento of Let Live.
Let's see. What's up, everybody? It's Jeffy from Clearly Let Live.
Oh, good stuff, guys. Yeah, so reunion after 8 years. You've said that it feels like a necessity. You want to talk me through the sort of goings on getting here?
Yeah, I mean, we actually this actually came about as a result of us just kicking it like as homies. Like that's actually how this came about. Wasn't We didn't call each other and go, "Hey guys, do you want to tour?" It was like, "Yo, let's kick it." And as we were kicking it, obviously there's the inevitable sort of moments of reminiscence and nostalgia, but then being able to align those with who we are now, like as people, and how we've grown and evolved, and that all made sense. And then we just started to talk about our feelings, right? Like quite literally how we feel as people, but also as people in this world, as artists and creatives in this world. And that sort of evolved into, well, what if we did it again? What if we played some old Let Live shit the way we used to do it, but doing it now? So it really came again, and then again, I'll stop after this, but we all told each other that we needed to do it. This is a response to how we all individually feel about the world, where it is, where it's going, as well as where it's been. And we feel that Let Live can offer some sort of refuge, at least, at the very least for us. But we believe that there are others that could benefit from Let Live as well.
Yeah, it's perfectly spoken.
Yeah.
We've always did a. Sorry, John, go ahead.
No, no, sorry, go ahead.
I think we've always kind of looked at Let Live as this entity, that's always been bigger than us, right? And so I feel like sometimes it's not even about serving ourselves as individuals; it's serving to Let Live, the common denominator in all of our lives. I mean, of course there's positive benefits to ourselves as individuals, but we really felt like the resurgence of Let Live for even a short amount of time was so important and so needed in ways to like give back to everybody that showed love and support to us through the years, because it more or less developed us as individuals and how we are and how we function on a daily basis. So it was just something we needed to serve to Let Live as a whole.
Yeah, it also felt it just after we started hanging out and spending time together, it just felt so natural and organic. And then just like the want and need to play the songs again for people and fans, and maybe we can offer a new perspective, by doing so. Um, so it's a beautiful thing.
I think it was even like one show, right, Jay? We're like, yo, why don't we just do like
Yeah, let's
fucking
do a show. Yeah,
have a good time. Life's so short. Like, and we should just start to, we value our minutes so differently now, and life is so short. And I feel like we're just at stages in our lives now, entering this era in all of our existence where, not to have any sort of negative connotation whatsoever, but we have friends and family members that are passing, and diseases, and babies born, and families develop, and it really is direct reflection on like how precious our time here on Earth is. And so conversations like, let's fucking play, dude. That obviously escalated into, well, why don't we just do like a week? All right, why don't we just do like West Coast to East Coast? And now it just turned into this whole global, thing for us. And it was also natural, as it should have been.
Yeah, totally.
Nobody on anything. Yeah.
No, it's huge. It's huge. Yeah, and you touched on a couple of things that I really wanted to ask about, and it's because it has been, a huge break after a long time, and Let Live has been such a big part of, your lives, your careers. What have we like? Could you pick one lesson that you've sort of learnt in the intervening years?
For me, it's so funny. It's gonna sound really Los Angeles woo-woo guy of me,
Yeah,
but
hit it.
literally, I just got hit with what we like to call in woo-woo land a download. Right now is where I literally just thought to myself, yo, dude, you are still trying to control your outcomes, and that is hindering you. Like, that's crazy that you just asked that in that moment. Fuck, that's crazy. Anyway, that's what I've learned. Is I learned that I've got many issues and traumas that stem from my fear of abandonment and a little bit of chaos in my life, growing up. And I think that my overbearing desire to control the outcome and feel like I have control has pushed me in many directions that don't serve me. And I've sort of ridden this wave until it crashed on me. And now I am in a position in my life where I actually think that the answer to lessening the anxiety and the fear and depression that I've been looking for is surrendering to the fear itself, giving it space, and so that it doesn't have to take the wheel. So, it can ride alongside me as a passenger, but it doesn't have to drive in the driver's seat anymore. So again, this idea of surrender for me has been quite profound for me in my life, and is proving to me, although difficult and quite scary at times, it is proving to be a better choice for me to exist more peacefully.
Beautiful.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, I feel like just like life and life experience, we've had a lot of time to grow as people, and we've always been kind of like brothers, and just like sometimes time apart can bring people back together even stronger. So I feel like, for me at least, that's where I'm at, and it's just a beautiful thing to be playing with, be able to share like songs again with people, and have that experience. And I think it's just needed, even if it's selfishly in a way.
Love that.
For me, I think it's just valuing my minutes a lot more than I did when I was younger. And even to reflect on something that Jason mentioned, was just like more or less going with the flow instead of going against the current. Because I was so guilty of constantly fighting against the current all the time, and instead of letting things just kind of evolve naturally the way that they're supposed to. And I think everything that I did was so rushed, and I had to be the fastest at everything that I did. And I feel like now in my life, I've learned to, all things are not forever. You can lose things in a drop of a hat in a second. So I think for me, it's appreciating the things that I have around me to its fullest capacity. And I found so much beauty and such a more peaceful way of life, approaching things like that, and being able to serve to people that I love in my life, to any degree that I really can. If I can help, I think that's kind of become my purpose here. for however many years that I'm blessed to be on this earth with everybody else. All I want to do is love, show support, and help the people around me. So I was never really like that when I was younger. And I think the departure of Let Live and that lifestyle really put things into full perspective for me now as a grown-ass adult. So I'm super thankful for all of this.
Guys, what amazing heartfelt answers.
I get fucking emotional. Hold on.
That shit was deep though. I was like, damn, listening back, like, damn, we some deep ass niggas.
Dude, man, I didn't expect anything that like, you know, vulnerable. Like, it awesome, guys. Fucking well, and that's it's part of who you are as well. Like, you've always been like really yeah, you've never really been caged off, or at least that's the way it comes across, you know, going back through the albums. So it's just really cool to hear that from, you know, the people and not just the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. That's cool.
Yeah. No, that's cool, guys. All right, well, we'll start wrapping it up. But let's just go back to the to the tour thing, because I don't think I've actually asked about it yet. You know, you guys last played in Australia, I think, in 2017. Just, you know, looking around, that's pretty much what I found. Yeah, are there any like big changes that we can expect this time? You know, that you're back, you know, 8 years later.
Us as people, I mean, like, I mean, perhaps maybe the way that we are able to articulate the message in an even clearer and more concentrated way, which I think is going to be even more powerful in a way. I would like to believe, because we now have context to a lot of the foreboding, sometimes suspicious and almost what's the word I'm looking for, like ominous projections that we we tried to touch on as an effort to get ahead of it. I think we've actually experienced a lot of those things that we were either assuming would happen that may or may not have happened, and now we have enough context in our lives to go, okay, here's some answers after living life as the people we were on those records. Here are some answers and some actual some tools to experience life in a way that can be even deeper, even richer, whether that be, you know, just at the venue, at the shows, but also again, like whatever people take from it and share with their friends and family, or just take for themselves. I believe that I don't know, man. Again, like I told you, I'm on some fucking cosmic woo-woo shit, but like I believe that Let Live had a spiritual element to it from jump, but now that we've been able to explore that as a you know, as individuals and as a collective, I actually think that we're going to be able to prompt that and offer that in an even stronger way with this tour. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I'd second that too. I mean, definitely, just like there's a connection there, and it's almost like cosmic in a way. I don't know. Don't want to get too woo woo.
Let's go. Fuck it. Let's get into the stars, boys.
Yeah, man. I feel like we've gone pretty woo woo, and like I'm here for it. I'm 100%. I'm here for it.
Love it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, guys, no, this has been awesome. You know, I'll just wrap things up by pretty much reading out the tour dates. But yeah, really enjoyed talking to you. It's only a little short interview on this one. Give you guys a break between all the presses that I'm sure you're doing.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
No, 100%, guys. Really appreciate your time. And all I need to do is say to the listeners, you know, if you haven't listened to Let Live before, go back. Like, 4 of the best fucking albums you've ever heard. Like, no, like legit groundbreaking. Like,
thank you, bro.
It's one thing that I've always appreciated is like, you know, when you hear it, like I get a lot of metal bands through here. It's like, I know what metal sounds like. I love hearing something going like, what the fuck is this? This is sick.
Yeah, that's what we would hope for. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, it's awesome, guys. Make sure to catch Let Live as they tour Australia in September. Brisbane on the 5th, Sydney on the 6th, Melbourne on the 7th, Adelaide on the 9th, and Perth on the 10th. Cheers, boys.
Thank you, brother.
September, and thank you.